Good evening, everybody. Happy, terrific Tuesday. We are back in the building and we are ready to recap Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 10, Battle of the Exes. And what a battle. Good evening, Auntie.
Good evening, good evening. Listen.
Mm,
Ooh, ooh.
we got to pray for the spirit of jealousy.
Come on. Oh my
It's
God.
heavy.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. Now, I
Mm.
don't know which side is heavy on, but it's heavy in the building.
Because I got an opinion. I know I'm clear.
Listen,
I'm
we are
clear
live.
on.
Yes. We're gonna get into this.
Okay.
We are live on both channels. We are live on Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva, and we are live on Royaire's World. So if you're not a subscriber to either one of those, please make sure you go over and hit the subscribe button and the like button on this video. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. And then also make sure you hit that share button. Share with one person that you know who does watch Married to Medicine, and let's entertain each other tonight. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. We do go through them and read them. We appreciate the rewatch crew who comes through every week to rewatch us and leaves comments down below our videos. Welcome one, welcome all, welcome. We're going to get right into this. Auntie, we mid-season of Married to Medicine. So far, it's been a pretty good season. Shout out to Bravo. Y'all doing a great job with the show. We appreciate y'all, Bravo. Thank you. You are entertaining us every Sunday night, 8
Mm.
and 9 p.m. Shout out to Bravo. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. As I said, we are mid-season of Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 10, Battle of the Exes, okay? So we are picking up off from last week. If you don't know, we are now in Key West, down in Florida, for the couples trip, okay? All of the couples have come together, and those who don't have a couple, they will pick up a couple this episode, apparently, okay?
Now you said pick up. You are hopeful.
So,
You are hopeful. Pick up a couple. Come on
pick
now.
up a couple, okay?
All right.
Period.
Boom.
We
Period.
are mid in this episode, we are mid getting ready to start the competition. Last week, we started off a team building competition. Okay, we are in the water. We are on kayaks. We're on surfboards, and so the object of the game is to get on the surfboard, run over or paddle over to the bin, put your thing in the bin. The next person goes, they put it in the bin. There's 3 obstacles. Whoever ends with the most obstacles done will win the battle. Okay, so we had Starfish, which was Quad, Toya, Eugene, and King. We had Goldfish, which was Simone, Cecil, Mimi, and Steve. We had Team Shark, which is Heavenly Damon, Scott, and Contessa. And then we had the Snappers, which was Phaedra, Jackie. Okay. I didn't see Curtis perform.
No, listen. It was the snappers was Jackie, Curtis, Phaedra, Greg, and Sweet Tea.
And Sweet Tea, yes, because Curtis didn't perform in this one. Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Yes. Okay. So, they get out there, they do their thing. As soon as they get in the water, Greg started off good. He falls off the paddle. Okay. So Greg, it was hilarious because he was out there. He was like, okay, I got this.
He won. He was ready to win. He almost won.
He almost had it, but he fell right in. Everyone on the show is very competitive, so everybody is rooting for their team to come on. They've been heavily going off on Damon because he be out here trying to help the people. She said, move on around and keep it going. Cecil and Steve are out there doing it. It was just a great competition. At the end of the day, Team Goldfish won, which was Cecil and Simone and Mimi and Steve. Steve is from the NFL, so he had an upper hand according to Phaedra, so that's why they won. Phaedra and Jackie were out there piddling paddling. They were in no rush to get what they needed to get done, but everybody seemed like they had a great time in this event. There was no arguments. There was no drama. Heavenly and Contessa worked well together. Jackie and Phaedra. All the teams did a really, really great job of working well together. So that was a really, really good thing. That was the ending of that team building event. After that, everybody went out to their rooms. Contessa and Scott started to get ready to pick out their outfits for the night because we're having a pool party this evening. Eugene and Toya, they were some sore losers, so they was talking about how everybody cheated and everything. And then Letitia and Greg, Greg does not seem like he really is excited to be here because, this couple trip does involve Quad being here with her new man, King. So, Greg and Letitia seem to kind of not be on the same page of, attending the events and doing things, but I guess we're going to find out and see going forward with the party. I'm going to throw this in here as well. Phaedra, excuse me, Heavenly and Simone are hosting the pool party event tonight. So Heavenly was already downstairs helping everyone get everything ready. Simone comes in, and so she's excited about the night, how things are going to go. Phaedra. Heavenly explains that they're going to play a game tonight. She also explains to Simone that she invited Apollo. And Simone was like, excuse me? You invited who? And did you get someone's permission? Heavenly did explain that she spoke with Phaedra prior to. She said, Damon was down at his doctor's office. Apollo happened to be there. I was dropping Damon off lunch. And so I said, hey, why don't you and Sharina come on down and have a good time with us? This is a couple trip. Let's be the couple. So, Simone said Heavenly is crazy as hell for doing this. And she doesn't know how well it's going to go, but we're going to run on and see what the end going to be. Phaedra's in her room getting ready, and there's a knock at the door. Knock, knock. And who is it? It's Cheick. Cheick from Sweet Tea's blind dating event, okay? So Cheick comes. Phaedra shares that she is so excited that Cheick came. She really enjoys spending time with him. He's a fun guy, and she enjoys, doing fun things with him, okay? Simone wanted to know what was the purpose of inviting Apollo. And so Heavenly explained, well, you do know that they're divorced. And we have a divorcee couple in the group. And so hopefully they can give some information on, how to not get divorced, number one. And then if you do get divorced, how to be a civilized couple. Phaedra and Apollo have said that they are in a great place in their relationship as far as co-parenting and being exes. Phaedra said she didn't mind. Apollo said, yeah, he'll come. He's going to come by himself, not with his wife, but he is going to come, which is going to be interesting to see next week once he finds out that Phaedra brought a date whom he knows. I'll stop there and get your thoughts and opinions on those first couple of scenes.
Well, the very first scene was transitioning from last week, and they had the relay race or the team bill or whatever. I thought it was super cute. As I watch these things, I don't know that many couples, and I ain't even a couple myself, but I'm just saying, I be getting ideas. You know what I'm saying? I like the idea. See, this is what I love about the Housewives shows. I thought that was a really cute idea. I thought it was so much fun. I thought it was funny, honey. The boats was flipping over. People was flipping over. It was a mess. But at the end, Team Snapper, not Snapper, Team Goldfish won. Okay. And they was excited. And I thought Mimi and Sky, I thought they were so cute in the confessional, like giving high-fiving each other, like, yeah, we did that, we won, right? So I thought it was really cute. And the rest of them crying about things, cheating or whatever. And production is shady because they did show Simone knocking over their ball they needed to pick up in order to win. But it was, I thought it was a really cute scene, nice team builder. And I like the way they paired up the people who kind of wasn't getting along. Because everybody liked to win. So when it comes to the game, I could pull this thing together with my enemy. Let's do this.
Let's go.
So I thought it was really cute. I did appreciate it. I liked it a lot. This pool party with the chairs set up and so forth and so on. I mean, first of all, Contessa got a body on her. She's like 2.2 pounds, but they should, she is tiny. But listen, they should have said, like, listen, it's going to happen by the pool, but it's just an event by the pool, right? Toya is messy talking about everybody need to keep their shirt on except King and Scott. She be doing the most with Eugene.
Too much.
He just love her. Hey, Bianca. Eugene just loves her. And he lets her just say, she just do too much. She just do too much. But she said, oh, those are the only two that, need to keep their shirt open. But Dr. Heavenly is just messy. And her inviting Apollo, You know, oh my God, I can't wait. Let's go. Miss Quad, please move on. Please move on. Your behavior is distasteful, but your man is fine. And you ain't never lied, sassy bitch.
Never. That's
You
fact.
ain't never lied. And I like your name too. You ain't never lied. She's this, oh, she's a disgrace.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that because he let her get to him. He let her get in his head.
Yes.
So inviting Apollo is, she invited Apollo because she wanted the mess. She wanted the mess. You know what I'm saying? She wanted the mess, and that's why she invited Apollo. And I thought it was messy. Cheick showing up, classic Phaedra. Phaedra was like, I ain't about to be here with all these couples, and I'm sitting here alone. So, hey, classic Phaedra. And hey, if he want to come through and do a TJ with Phaedra, like TJ did with Stacy. Okay, he came through. She got him to come through, and a fine looking piece of brother too. So she just didn't get anybody. She got one that's tall, dark, chocolate, in shape. I mean, give it up for Cheick. Okay,
young.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Apollo helped her get this man, because how he just all of a sudden happened to know Apollo. Like this is crazy. But you know what? They playing reality TV. I play with them. I thought it was cute. What else did you already go over?
Simone and Heavenly meeting about this.
That was messy. That was messy. I mean, she has just Simone drank ready. Inviting Apollo was messy. That's it, and that's all.
Period. So the couples are coming downstairs for the event tonight. We're supposed to be having a pool party, but it was very funny that nobody was dressed in pool attire except for Contessa. She was the only one that had on the bathing suit ready to get in the pool and go. So obviously this was a setup for some mess, okay? So, everyone's coming down. They're realizing it's not a pool party. There is food being served. Everyone is kind of sitting in a nice little oval circle, if you may, So the party is kind of getting started. Everyone has arrived except for Phaedra. So Heavenly go ahead and explain that, tonight we will be playing a game called Vibe Check. And we're going to see how well the couples know one another, okay? So in the midst of Heavenly kind of breaking that down, we have an entrance from the queen herself, Miss Phaedra Parks, and she is with her boo, her man, her thing, Mr. Cheick, okay? And so the people were shocked because last year Phaedra did not bring a partner to the couples trip, and this year she did. So the people were like, uh-oh, this is going to be interesting. We'll see how this works out. Heavenly said, everybody doesn't know your dude, girl, so please let us know who he is. So Phaedra introduced Cheick. She said, this is my friend. We are, here together as a couple. We have not slept together, but we are dating. We're getting to know one another, okay? She said that Cheick interests her, and they're going to see where things go. Toya asked, do y'all have separate rooms? She said, yes, we do. Cheick said we do as well, okay? So, we're getting right into the game, all right? So we're going to see how well the couples know their spouse. So the first question, from Heavenly, how many dates did y'all go on before we sealed the deal? I don't think any of these couples really know one another that well, but that's a loaded question.
They didn't tell the truth. Because you see how Quad and her man, they just play games together and say, okay, what number we going to say 30? Let's say 30.
Not 30.
Okay. When in reality, it was 24 hours later. But anywho. Okay. Oh, we've been spending every day together. We was this, we was that. Okay, it was 24 hours later. But whatever, it ain't no shame in your game. If that's what you're going to do, you're going to do. I think the whole game was messy.
Yeah.
And I think that, unfortunately, they didn't seem to play around with marriages on Married to Medicine until it came to Sweet Tea and Greg, and I don't know why. Other than that, they didn't really play these heavy games with marriages. They was trying to, at best, help the marriages kind of sort through things when they would go on these particular trips. Okay, they made sure Jackie and Curtis didn't break up, and Curtis he could have went about his business.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Heavenly has always kind of played with the marriages when it comes to the games, especially with Cecil and Simone. She caused a really big blow up between Cecil and Simone.
What she did.
She caused caused a really big blow up. She caused a big blow up between Quad and Greg during their time of their tumultuous relationship.
I'm talking facts, right? You right.
Eugene and Toya, yeah, I think she was the wrong person again to do this. It never ends well, and we seen that on tonight. It did not end well, so the couples answered those questions. Everybody's answers was all over the place. How would you describe parenting, Cecil and Simone?
Well, hold on, because Dr. Jackie wasn't all over the place. She said 1 year because she ain't sleep with him until she got married.
That's true. They did both have the same answer. He said none, or not until they got married. Yes, they did. How would you describe parenting, Cecil and Simone? Simone said Cecil was the soft parent. He agreed. Scott and Contessa said that Contessa was the softer parent. They agreed. King and Quad. The question was presented. Though they do not have children together, King does have a daughter. And so Quad said that he is an excellent father. He does great at being a father and is pushing her to do better at trying to become a mother quicker. Mimi and Steve said that, Steve is the softer parent and the best parent. So that was that on that. Let's see. How often do you have sex a week? Everybody, was kind of all over the place with that answer. Eugene and Toya said once a week. They were at the same place. Cecil and Simone said never, Well, Cecil said never. Simone said when she can. King and Quad lied and said 14 times a week. And that started off the BS, okay? Because by the end, Quad had several drinks and she was feeling okay. Greg and Letitia said that they have it about 2 times a week, and a little more when they are in their fertility stages of trying to become pregnant in different ways. Well, Quad decided to open up her big mouth and say, oh, y'all need to be doing it way more than that because we need a lunch for a baby, ASAP. And when you have the baby, I'm going to be the one to throw the baby shower. And you're going to want me to throw the baby shower because I throw it back, baby. I throw it all the way out, okay? It's going to be grand and everything. She said, y'all need to get pregnant in ASAP. Quad, was just going off. She had everything from there on to say nothing positive about Greg, okay? Now, she says that she was in support of their marriage and she's glad that they got married and she's rooting for them. Simone felt that she was, trying to piss Greg off, mess with Greg. A lot of the other people felt that way. Toya felt uncomfortable. It got to a point where it was getting a little mouthy between, Greg and Quad. Quad said that she had no reason to be jealous. She decided to leave that marriage. That was her choice. It was unhealthy for her and she didn't want to be in it. Well, Greg said, listen, I'm happy, you happy, we good, don't worry about it. She continued to go on arguing back and forth with Greg about nothing, literally, because Greg really wasn't giving her too much. Then Letitia jumped in the argument, said that you weren't the only one that wanted to get out of the marriage. He wanted to get out of the marriage too. Heavenly spoke up and said, that ain't true. That's a lie. Heavenly said, you shut your mouth and be quiet. And see, as soon as you always trying to say something, then you're going to be mad when they jumping out. Be quiet. Sit back and be quiet. And she did. Check her, Damon.
Check. Boop.
Boop. So, things got a little bit more heated in between, Letitia and Letitia and Quad. Quad said, I'm not the one that you want to be doing, boo, because I got all of the stories and I got all the minutes and I will put the minutes out there. Your man is hollering at you. My man would never holler at me this way. Greg kept asking Letitia to please stop arguing, please stop talking, please let it go. Meanwhile, Quad is over here egging on about what she did and why she glad that she left and she got a man and he's better than Greg and she traded her last name for Lungsford to get to King and she is all that in a bag of chips and she gonna have her baby and she just blah, 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 blah. All of this that Quad got to say about a man that you divorced, that you left, that you claim that you're happy to be away from. But this is everything that you got to say about this man in front of your new man.
This scene was horrible.
Hard.
It was so sad to watch. First of all, for them to set it up where Sweet Tea and Greg was right next to Darnell, Quad and King was just
Literally.
messy in and of itself, right? And she was poking a bear, and she was drunk as a skunk, all right? Drunky boots, okay? She was drunk as a skunk. And my thing is, as her man, I wouldn't have felt good being that this is how my chick is either. I would have been like, yo, you doing too much, right? If you really over somebody, you was picking on him. First of all, I'm gonna go back and say this. Quad's a lie. Ain't nobody who work or have lives outside of the bedroom or having sex 15 times a week. That was the rum talking, LOL. Yeah, but they said a drunk mind speaks a sober heart.
Mm.
Right. And I think that, and I'm not talking about, I think she was lying about that too. I do think she was lying about that, but I think the other parts of it, her jealousy came out as she was drunk. Because this man, if he abused you and all this, why would you be sitting there talking about I'm gonna throw you the baby shower? We need a Lunsford baby. And you was being messy towards her too, because you know she's struggling right now to have a child. And that's nasty work. That's real nasty work. I thought yeah, she's still hurting, Tony. She was deplorable. She's pissed that Greg is actually having a good relationship with Sweet Tea, and that he's calmer. But she knows how to, everybody knows how to get under their ex's skin. And she kept plucking and plucking until he broke. But see, he let himself break. He broke. And he was in the old him was coming out the way he was speaking to Sweet Tea by telling her pretty much to shut up. And then even, we didn't get to that part when they go to the room and you just see them having this breakdown, and then how he's just not answering her. It was sad to see. But what to me was even sadder is that Greg allowed her to break him. He broke under the pressure because she kept plucking, and she was like, I'm here for their relationship. And it started once he said, nobody don't give a crap about you caring about our relationship or not. But I mean, for her to say, I'm gonna throw you the baby shower, she was messy. And this is the same chick that last year was saying, can I hug him? You so upset with him, but last year you were saying, can you hug him? And now you got all this energy. Quad is a kid. She's very immature. Yeah.
Yeah, so Quad, as they were sitting there, Quad did share that she does support their marriage, and she feels that, Letitia is the perfect fit for her ex. Greg said, we don't need your support. Thank you, but no thanks. Quad said, oh, so you want to go there? We can go there if you want to go there. Now, my issue with this whole entire group, as of right now, Contessa was the only one to stand up to try to stop what was going on. Meanwhile, everybody else sat back and let this foolishness go down. And my more so irritation is with Simone and Cecil, knowing that y'all's relationship was saved because of this group. And the fact that y'all sat back and kikied and didn't get up and do anything, and y'all supposed to be the lead of the marriage group and the couples trip, shame on both of y'all. Shame on both of y'all.
That was Dr. Heavenly too, with all of those ridiculous wrong.
I don't ever expect Dr. Heavenly to ever get up and do anything. She's here. But I expected it because, for me more so, I'll speak for me, I expected more from Cecil and Simone, being that their relationship was on the brinks of falling apart, had fallen apart. It was literally gone. And the couples came together to do that work to help them get back to a better place. Shame on Cecil and Simone. Ultimate shame, because they love to claim that they are the people, they the couples therapy. They are here for the marriages and all. Shame on y'all. So Contessa got up. She tried to stop Quad. Greg couldn't help himself. He was just going back and forth. He was asking Letitia to be quiet. But Letitia said, I'm not going to be quiet because they know heifer going to ever come for me and think she got one up on me. So no. He said, be good, be good, be good. Letitia said, I've been being good, but I'm over it. I'm tired. I'm sick. How much more am I supposed to take? Okay. Well, Letitia continued on. Everyone said that they felt that Quad was drunk and she was egging on Greg. Greg said, he was just over it. Quad's man, told her, just let it go. Be quiet. Let's move on, okay? So Simone said she got a text from the hotel and that we're going to end the night here, okay? Everybody was like, we ended the night. It's over already. She said, yes, I got a text. We got to go. Cecil said, well, hey, I want to be on the record that Heavenly did not start this mess, okay? So, they went on record to say that Heavenly didn't start this foolishness. Even though in my opinion, I think the questions amped it up, but maybe she didn't come up with the questions. Maybe the producers did, but Cecil did make that comment. So I guess we're proud of Heavenly for not amping up the mess and starting no mess. Okay. Quad continues to go off, about, she traded in her name from Lunsford to be the next future Miss King. Greg got up and said, come on, let's go. I told you not to say nothing to her. I told you I don't want to talk to that woman. Come on. Letitia said she started with me. What was I supposed to do? Just sit here and let her attack me? No, not happening. Dr. Mimi said that, Quad was having vomit of the mouth at the moment, and she just needed to get out her feelings and emotions. Toya said that she felt, that Greg was a little jealous and that Greg got under her skin, Quad got under Greg's skin, and he had to go for broke because that's all he knew how to do was go for broke. Quad says she did not come here for this mess. She's happy for them. She just wants to move on, supposedly, and she's happy with her man. Letitia and Greg head to the elevator, and Greg let Letitia know he was disappointed in her. All I wanted us to do was have a good night. I told you not to argue with her. I want to leave her in the past. She here with her man. They happy. We happy. Let it be what it's going to be. They went on upstairs to their room, and it just was a combustion because Letitia did not understand why Greg was so upset, number one. And number two, how can you give me advice on how to stay calm and not pay attention to the drama in the bull, but you involved yourself in the drama in the bull by arguing with your ex-wife? You didn't have to do that. Greg said, I'm done with the negativity. I'm done with the arguments. I let her go. I want the past to be the past and for us to be us. But you going back and forth with her is not going to fix the situation. And that's why I'm pissed. He asked, where you going? He said, I'm going for a walk. He walked out the door and slammed the door behind him. Letitia was just so confused because she does not understand, why is my man mad at me and not the woman who started all this foolishness? I'll stop there before we move into that final scene. If you want to have anything to say.
I do. Quad on purpose, drunk or sober, was pushing the button, but Quad did that to Greg in the marriage. You might know it better than I do, Royaire, but there's a Bible saying that says don't tempt, kind of like don't
provoke.
Don't provoke. She provoked them during the marriage. She's provoking them now. And I don't care what anybody say. Quad is very jealous that this man has moved on. And not just that he moved on. The girl is beautiful and he's happy. So she's immature. She's sad. She's sad as a person. And someone said it early in the comments. They said that that she's having fertility issues and you're gonna throw this in her face.
Yeah.
How pathetic are you? Like, that's so sad. Like, you're mad at a girl, you left the man. If Sweet Tea broke up your marriage, I get the energy, right? Y'all were no longer together. Y'all was divorced, right? Yeah, the way they treat Sweet Tea is dreadful. Dreadful.
Horrible.
So yeah. And then, but you can tell that Greg still has some maturing to do because he was so mad at Sweet Tea. This is not your wife's fault, honey. This was all Quad. You allow Quad. Yeah. Lexi, you speaking facts right there. Yes. He lacks, for him to be a psychiatrist, he lacks emotional intelligence. ENT should have left. That is correct because he's not equipped to handle it. He is still hurt, and I get it because even when you love somebody different, you can still be hurt and triggered by what the last person did to you. And yes, she's hurt because Quad was doing that on purpose by saying she'll have King baby any second, knowing that Greg the whole time wanted a child, saying that how many times they have sex, knowing that she stopped having sex with Greg. And you know what? I'm gonna say this: Quad is a fool. She's never going to have anything good or right in her life because you are practicing hate, evilness, and jealousy. She is evil.
Yeah.
I don't care what Greg did her. She's evil. For her to turn around and say, we need a lungs for baby, she did the most at that thing. It was dirty work and nasty work. She turned around and said, we need a lungs for baby. I'm rooting for you. She was plucking and plucking and plucking. She wanted to see Greg break, but unfortunately, he let her see it.
Yeah.
He let her see it, and he was taking it out on his wife. Yeah, capital E evil. She's evil. And there's no, I don't like Quad. And I was upset when the way they kicked Quad off last year. But Quad, they could have left Quad where she was at. I'm mad they
was at on the corner begging for her job back.
And like, what's her name? What's her girl name that got kicked off and she was the executive producer? Love, she is not. You're not married to medicine, Love.
Mariah.
Mm-hmm. She's not married to medicine. I'm done with her. I don't like her. I never like for anybody to lose their job, but she's evil.
And she hasn't learned anything. She's still the same girl from the early seasons, showing up late, doing what she want to do, saying what she want to say, and acting how she want to act. It's unacceptable, you know. And my issue with Quad is she always playing the victim as if she didn't have any downfalls to do with that marriage. Personally, like Mariah told us at the beginning, you didn't really love Greg. You wanted to get with him for money and status. You wanted to be somebody and go somewhere. And that's why you got with that man. And he took you to those places. Granted, you may have helped him build up his businesses and build up his practices. Cheick, that's what a wife does, okay? That's what a partner does. They build up their partner and help them out. So just like he built you up and brought you up to where you wanted to be, you did the same for him. So why are you mad? I don't understand why you mad. You say you over it. You say you happy for him. You say all of these things, but your actions and your behavior is two totally, completely different books. You ain't even in the same book. You in two different books with your actions. Your actions are so just out of pocket that your new man has something to say about it. He wants you to move on and to get out of this mind frame of the previous relationship that you've been in, but you still so stuck on your ex-husband and on your former marriage that you can't even focus on the good thing that you got sitting here waiting on you. Oh, really, ma'am?
Come on now, you better read it, Royaire. I gotta get a fan, honey. I got a fan too. Yeah. Okay. You better come through with the read.
I was just really behooved. It just threw me aback. I could not believe that Quad is just, I can't believe it, but I can't believe she allowed herself to get this nasty. For you to talk about their relationship, to talk about your previous relationship. Why are we still talking about stuff that's over 2 years ago? You said you were happy you left this man. You chose to leave this man. So what's the issue? What's the problem? Why are we jealous?
Right.
Why are we going back and forth with Letitia? This is the same woman that showed up to her bridal shower to be supportive of their marriage, to say that you're happy for her. But here we are, arguing with a man that you're supposed to be over and that you were not happy with. Obviously, there was some kind of happiness there because you still stuck. And then to turn around and call him what is she? A narcissist. Ma'am, you're a narcissist too. Game recognized game.
Oh my God. I think Mariah also, yes. I think Mariah also said that she was declassing the show. Oh shoot. That she was declassing the show. She is. Point blank in a period. I thought that was so nasty. King will be checked out of that relationship sooner than later. Men don't usually like drama. They don't. Yeah. And King said when she gets sober that she will apologize. King will soon, when she gets sober. Yeah, I heard when he said that, I was like, King, go sit down somewhere. This is what you want for your daughter? He got a daughter. She's 9. You want that as a stepmother?
Yeah.
I would be, if I was his baby mother, I would be vomiting to know that my child was going to be around that woman.
This chick?
That chick.
Hell no.
No. No. No, it's just disgusting.
Horrible.
Disgusting.
Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
she plucked and plucked and plucked and plucked and plucked. She wanted to see him break. You had desperate for a check.
And you came back to this show knowing that your ex-husband and his new wife was going to be here.
That part.
So what are you mad about?
That part.
You got the divorce, which is what you wanted.
That part.
You got the show, which is what you wanted.
Right.
You got you a new man, which is what you wanted. You
right.
paying your own bills and in your own house and your own car. Because let's remember, Quad was complaining because Greg was taking care of everything and he wouldn't let her pay for anything. That was one of her issues. So you paying for it all. You grown. You doing your thing. What is the problem?
Paying for it all because she's tired and she can't. And listen. They Sweet Tea said that Dr. Heavenly begged her pretty much to come on the show to save Quad's job because Quad needed it because she didn't have a way to pay for that house.
That was the word on the YouTube.
That was the word on the streets.
That was on the YouTube streets.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm. Heavenly said it herself that she asked for her to come back. I remember.
Yeah.
Because Quad needed a job and she wasn't gonna make it without her.
Okay.
Catch the replays because they still up.
Catch the replays, and this is how she would pay it. Quad got a big head on her. Like, she remember how she got cute when she got that one job with the sister circle, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. She had to come back because that job went caboose.
But what Quad, they say, giants, they do fall. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And she sees herself as a giant. She really does. She thinks she's bigger than everybody. Yeah. She's better than everybody. She's more talented than everybody. Honey, anybody can get up on the TV screen and read. Anybody can do that.
Come on now.
That ain't hard. Anybody can get up here and do the most and act dramatized. It ain't hard. So you don't have no type of special different qualities than anybody else out here on the regular streets in the day.
I don't know. I don't like her.
I don't like and
I truly did, Royaire. I truly did feel sorry for the way they did her last season. But now we see she deserved what she get.
And see, I didn't. And that's what I was trying to explain to people last season. Quad plays the victim. She plays on people's emotions. She played like she don't never do anything. Let's take it back. The reason that the ladies were mad at Quad, because when she was getting divorced from Greg, she got the show with Sister Circle. She had her cookbook. She was doing all of this stuff. She thought she was somebody.
You know what?
Yeah. School, and you came crawling back to this group to turn around and beg these ladies to give you an apology to make it seem like they did something when you started this off in the first place. She is a victim that's always crying like something was done to her when she's the problem. That's why you don't have no peace in your life. That's why you can't be in a happy space, because you are the problem. In the words of Taylor Swift, hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. It's you, Quad. It's you.
Oh my God.
I ain't went off like this in a long time.
You sure haven't. You okay over there? But you ain't lying. You ain't lying. No, you done told the truth and shamed the devil. It's
I've been telling people for seasons about.
You didn't say it to me, and I felt bad for her. I did. You know, I was feeling.
You easy sympathize, so it's okay. I gotta pull you back in every single time.
You do. You got real me in, but I did. I was like, yo, they did her dirty. She had to leave this, that, and the other. But you know what? She's messy.
Yeah.
She's messy. I don't like her. And let me say this for you before we move on, and you go ahead and do the last thing real quick. If King is not with her next season, she got nothing.
She won't be back next season. How about that? If King is not there this season, she won't be back.
She got nothing.
Because you're not married to medicine, my love.
Oh my God. Now, you talking about the original Queen of Reed? Okay. Where Mariah at? Where is Mariah?
We need Mariah. Look, but Mariah tried to tell us. She tried to tell us about Quad. And everybody tried to blame Mariah like she was this big bad wolf. Yeah, like she was hating on Quad. Like she was this just horrible person. She tried to tell us.
She
Quad takes advantage of people, tries to play the victim when she's the real problem.
She most certainly did.
Whew. This was a lot. This was a
It
lot.
was.
So, Greg and Letitia got into it. Greg walked out. He went for a walk. Letitia went to go find the other ladies to have a little conversation because she's confused. She doesn't really understand why Greg is so upset with her. She felt like she was just fighting for her man and fighting for herself. Okay. So, she bumps into Contessa and Toya. And so, she was just like, listen, I'm bumped out. I don't understand what happened. And Contessa explained to her, I just think this was a lot for Greg. You got to understand. He just sat here and listened to a woman say that she didn't want to have kids with him. She didn't want to be married to him. She was unhappy with him. That's a lot to take in. Toya also shared that she felt like Greg was a little jealous. She got this fine young man with his shirt all open and his abs out, who said that they sleeping together 14, 15 times a week. He stopped sleeping with her for 3 years prior to their divorce. Hey, Juice. Make sure y'all run over to the Juice Radio and Talk Show and hit that subscribe button. Juice, drop your link in the channel so people can come through and support you. Thanks for coming through. Love you. So, they just had to kind of break down what mentally and emotionally Greg was going through. But I wish that someone in this group would have stood up and said Quad was wrong. She was wrong. She amped him up intentionally because she's been married to this man. She knows what buttons to press and how to get him up there. And that's exactly what she did. She did that. Letitia said, I'm just trying to figure this all out. I'm just trying to make sure Greg is good. I need to know where my man is. Contessa said, girl, listen, go on up there, take off your clothes and be waiting in the bed butt naked ready for him. Damon, Heavenly, Jackie and Curtis were all in a room together conversating. Damon said, I couldn't have done it. I would have packed my bags, got on the next thing smoking, back home. He said, imagine sitting there being married to somebody. They know all your business and they just putting it out here just to throw it out here, saying how they dislike you and how horrible of a person you was. I wouldn't be able to tolerate it.
Oh my God.
Curtis said, I would never come back to this group if I left the group. And Jackie said, I wouldn't want you back either. Jackie ain't shit.
She ain't. And she sure did say that.
Y'all, that was the ending of episode of Married to Medicine, Battle of the Exes, season 11, episode 10. Wow.
You telling the truth, Juice. She said if they have to lie about how many times they're having sex, then trust and believe they ain't doing nothing. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I to sum it up, Roy, I just have to say this thing was tragic. It was tragic. I don't know what else to say about Quad. King, good luck. This what you want? This what you want? Would you want your daughter doing something like that? Yo, he's your ex. He's happy. I'd love for my ex to be happy. As long as you're not trying to dog me out, that's a whole nother story. If you're trying to come at me and dog me out, then that's a whole nother story. But it's like somebody, whoever said it best, you're a psychiatrist and you don't even have any self-control. And I just didn't like the way Greg got so mad. He took it out on Sweet Tea. He pushed her call to voicemail. He did not want to talk to her. He came in the room. He was yelling at her when he's still mad at Quad. He got PTSD from Quad in that relationship. And he needs to really seek therapy and help because he's not over the trauma that they both put each other through by staying in something that wasn't be, but I will respect Greg for this. He told the truth. Yes, I tried to fight for my marriage. He did, because when Sweet Tea said y'all both, he wanted to be out too. He did admit. He said, yes, I tried to fight for my marriage, but who would not?
Who wouldn't?
Who would not? He
Why?
said, I fight for, well, because like Mariah said, she never wanted him from the door. She wanted the money. She wanted what he can give her. And as soon as she got the show and she was making her own money, she gave him her behind to kiss.
Yeah.
She gave him her behind to kiss.
Lynette said he's grown. No one should be able to amp up another grown person. And as much as we want to feel and believe that, when you've had a person for 2, 3, 4 years, dragging your name as a medical professional, talking about how unprofessional you are, talking about you're abusive, allegedly, excuse me, talking about you're a narcissist, you are a horrible husband, you don't do nothing for me. You know, I am a person of, as much as decorum as I have, yes, you can only push me so far before I just lose it.
Yeah.
It's going to be only but for so long that I can sit back and let someone drag me after they have left me and moved on, supposedly. I just, that would be hard for me to do personally. And I feel like people put a lot on Greg. You know, yes, he's a professional. Yes, he is a licensed therapist. But at the end of the day, he's a human being too.
Right.
And he's got feelings and emotions. You know, and you know, Greg is not perfect by any means necessary. I'm not saying that at all.
Right.
But Quad is not a victim by any means necessary.
No, she's not. No, she's not. Her behavior was deplorable.
Horrible.
I'm done with her. I'm done with her. I don't know what else to say, but I'm done with her. I'm good.
Disappointed in Greg yelling at Sweet Tea. Greg, that was not appropriate. That was not okay.
It was sad.
It was sad, but he was emotional. He was emotional. He continued asked to Sweet Tea to calm down. She kept going and going and going. You know, and it's funny because when Heavenly was going and going and going and Damon yelled at Heavenly, everybody was here for it.
Oh, wasn't that something? Wasn't that something? But you know what? Everybody already got in their head that Greg is the devil because of what happened between him and Quad. Listen, I wouldn't walk away from my check on Married to Medicine. I would pay Quad dust. I would pay Quad dust.
I did not forget this at all. Quad was done with the marriage. She didn't want to sleep with Greg. She wasn't sleeping with Greg. He was, you know, she wanted a divorce. What? Not saying that his behavior was right, but what else was he? What?
3 years you ain't giving me nothing, and somebody want to whisper sweet nothings in my ear, he gonna break. He gonna break. I'm not saying it's right by any means. Not saying it's right by any means.
Not at all. Yeah, no, me either. Yeah. But if we're gonna have grace and mercy for one, we gotta have grace and mercy for all. Well, that was the ending of Battle of the Exes. You have any final thoughts and opinions on this episode?
Well, I want to see a couple ship that goes well.
Well, you can close up your binder and move on because it will not be Married to Medicine.
Oh God! I mean, it's too much. Woo. It's too much. But you know, that's all. I just want to see a reality. You know, a couple ship that goes well. But it is what it is, and what it is, it is. You know, it was wild. And when Simone yelled at Cecil, come on now, everybody's yelling at everybody, but Greg's the devil. He lost it, and I felt for him. He lost it. He truly lost it. So I don't know. It's just it's sad. There's nothing more I can really say about this episode.
Yeah. What are you rating this episode?
A 5.
Okay.
And barely.
Y'all, every episode we ask that you guys rate the episode on a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. What do you rate season 11, episode 10, Battle of the Exes? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I'll give my final thoughts and opinions, my rating, and then I'll give everyone else's. My final thoughts and opinions, I'm truly disappointed in every couple at this couples trip.
Oh, shoot. I'm okay.
Every couple. I'll give Contessa grace because she did stand up and try to stop the foolishness. Yeah. But every other couple sat back and said nothing. I don't know if it was edited out or whatever, but I'm going based off of what we've seen. And based off of what we've seen, Each and every one of you should be ashamed of yourselves. It's hilarious to me that everybody is here to tear down Letitia and Greg's marriage. But when it comes to y'all marriage, y'all want everybody to lift y'all up and hold y'all up and support y'all. It's terrible. The fact that Cecil and Simone, as I said earlier, said nothing, shame on you. The fact that Jackie, as the eldest of this group, and Curtis said nothing, not that I expected them to anyways, because they marriage just toe up from the flow up, but the fact that y'all did or said anything, knowing the cheatation scandal that y'all been through, shame on you. It's sad. I'm laying low on Stevie or Steve and Mimi because they're new to the group, so we don't want y'all integrating too much here just yet. Toya and Eugene, shame on y'all. Shame.
Oh my gosh, shame.
That have been attacked throughout the seasons of Married to Medicine. And for y'all to sit back and watch another marriage be attacked and do nothing about it, shame on you. This episode is rated at a 3.
Oh God. Horrible.
Katrina, we are on the same page. A 3.
I'm not even fighting you on this. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting you on this because, like I said, barely I'm giving it a 5, and I don't even know why I gave it a 5. But I thought it was trashy.
Yeah.
But it was trashy, and I think it's like, at what point are you going to stop playing these games with the marriages at this marriage couple thing, asking those messy, trashy questions and putting Quad next to Greg and Sweet Tea? You wanted something to pop off.
Asking and thank goodness that did not happen. But this is how domestic violence situations happen. Oh, sorry, DV situations happen. That's exactly how. Playing games. This is not a game. These are two people who dislike each other, who were together, who were unhappy. One individual specifically who hates the other's guts. Because I don't think Greg hates Quad. I think he is at a civilized place where he's like, it is what it is. But Quad, she hates Greg's guts. She hates him. Hates. And I use that strongly.
You are correct, Royaire. It's nothing. She hates him. Well, she like love him but hate him at the same time. She's really pissed that he was able to recover and move on for her. He is pissed. She's pissed.
Yeah.
And she let her slip show.
You better say that.
She let her slip show. And this, just even seeing the footage of what's going to happen next week, it's heart-wrenching.
It's sad. Miss Dundon, she gave this episode an 8 based on dramatics, and I feel like that's why you rated it so high too, because for the drama, it was everything. Drama was everything. It was all. It was there.
You know what though, Royaire? I wasn't even really feeling the drama of it all. Okay. The only drama I like Phaedra drama, right? Showing up with a man that she don't even know.
Not stranger danger.
Stranger danger. That's the type of drama I like, right? And listen, she turned to him. She was like, that's her ex-husband right there. You know, I like Phaedra drama.
All the tea, okay?
And he's a nice man. I like Phaedra drama. I don't like dark drama. This was dark drama where Quad was just disgusting.
Yeah.
But you could go ahead and close us out.
Yes, Miss Dungeon gave it an 8. Nita gave it a 6. Ocean gave it a 7. Please hit the like button and subscribe on both platforms and follow us. Share. We appreciate you. Thank you, Katrina. We do have Instagrams. We do have TikToks. All of that information is on my channel. We're going to update Divas to get hers on her channel, so you can just go over there and click the link as well. So Lexi is giving it a 7. Katrina is giving it a 3. Is it Katira? Katira is giving it a 1. Thank you, Royaire, man, for being human and bringing it. Yes, you're so welcome. I wish CT listens to her husband. Yes. Let's see. Lucille's giving it a 5. Kay is giving it a 5.5. Sassy is rated at a 9. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Go ahead, girl. Auntie Kim is rated at a 7.5. Snoopy rated at a 7.5. Tony rated it a 5. Y'all better come through with the ratings. Thank you so much for your participation tonight.
We appreciate y'all.
Doreen is giving it an 8. Sherry is giving it a 10. Great show tonight, Diva and Royaire. Thank you so much. It was very entertaining. It was, they entertained the people. They did.
But that part to me was dark entertainment. It was dark entertainment because it was like she pushed them on purpose to the point break. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I didn't like that piece. And shout out to Contessa for trying to block it.
Thank you, Contessa. Yes. Justin K gave it a 5 as well, and Juice gave it a 5, and then we got a 10. 10 for your review.
Thank you.
Miss Doggin. I'm sorry, Miss Doggin. There we go. Doggin. Okay. All righty. Well, listen, everybody, we appreciate each and every one of you for joining us tonight. Please make sure you hit the like button on this video. If you're not a subscriber to Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva, make sure you go over to her channel, hit the subscribe button and the like button on this video as well. And if you're not a subscriber to Royaire's World, run over to Royaire's World, hit that like button on this video and subscribe to my channel. And then make sure you turn your notification bells on both channels. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. We thank each and every one of you for joining us. Make sure you hit the share button. Shout out to the Rewatch crew. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. You going live tonight?
Yes, I am. Probably about 8:30.
Make sure you join Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva for trending topics. And I think that's it. Oh, tomorrow we're going to try to still go live tomorrow for at least 30 minutes to recap the reunion looks for Housewives of Potomac. And then we'll try to also see if there's a way we can show the Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer, as it has dropped now. So we're prepping for Real Housewives of Atlanta Sweet 16. All right. The girls are ready and in order. All righty. Well, I believe that is it. We love each and every one of you. We appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and notification bells on all. That way you see each and every time we post a video with you in mind. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye, y'all.
Royaire's World.